Everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and happy MAKSELIFE launch day. All of the 2025 goodness comes out today. I will put the timestamp down below, but probably by the time you're seeing this, it is already live. I do have a coupon code for you guys. It is the Scrapmaster10, all caps. You'll see it up on the screen. It is also in the description box, so you can just copy and paste it over. I did end up filming this actually yesterday, which was the day that Club Moxie got 24-hour early access, so they were already allowed to shop, and I went and talked about the benefits of Club Moxie in this first part of the video, so I will leave that part in for you guys, but just know that the launch is actually live today for everybody, so go ahead and do your shopping. There are 3 launch videos from me. I've got a full-on review haul for everything that I purchased except for what's going to be in the video today. I also have an ultimate folio video, and then today's video is the ultimate accessory caddy video, and I'm super excited about this one. If you are a member of Club Moxie, you get 24 hours early access. That is the group coaching program by MAKSELIFE. It's great, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. I am a member because I'm an affiliate, but I've also paid my own money to be a member before, so I definitely think the group is worth it. You go over a lot of motivational, inspirational, and tips and tricks for how to make the most of your goal setting, and it's not just MAKSELIFE specific, like you don't have to use their flagship planner. It's a lot of group coaching. It's a wonderful group. So for launches and things, you usually get early access, and that is the case with this launch. You get 24 hours early. I did end up getting my accessory caddy. It's in this box right here. Brought tons of stuff up because I have different scenarios I want to put together with this box. So I'm going to move things around. We'll unbox this puppy, and then we're going to start playing around, and it's going to be the ultimate accessory caddy video, and I'm super excited. It'll be a long one, so grab a cozy beverage and join me, and we're gonna unbox it. So this box ended up shipping later, and it didn't come in time for me to include it in my big giant launch haul video, and this one did come in the branded box. Now, I love packaging. I'm a sucker for bright colors, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care about packaging unless it's a nice sturdy box that I'm gonna keep for something. So this box, like, it's beautiful, but also I don't care to get this box. I'll show you guys. It works really neatly, especially if you're like a first-time Moxie customer. It is a cool experience to get this custom box. It has the sticker on the bottom, and this is a very tight squeeze here. So it's got the sticker, it's got the Moxie logo, it's got all the info on the inside, and you open it up, and it is a cute experience, but this is the kind of thing that I won't keep, and it just ends up in a landfill or a recycling facility. So I don't really necessarily care about all of that. So here is my accessory caddy. And got some washi tape, which is wonderful. And there, welcome to our Moxie fam. And it includes the card, but that's all the packaging I really couldn't care less about. I know some people really, are wowed by the packaging and they do want to keep that big box. I keep these kind of boxes, these sturdy, like hard chipboard type boxes. Now, I'm a sucker for these kind of boxes. This is a nice, really good box. I'm gonna keep this one, the other one, not so much. So I couldn't really care less about that. I know some people are really, really into those packages. Now, this is what is most important, is what's inside, and I'm excited about this accessory caddy. I just didn't have it in time for my launch video. It was wrapped nice in plastic, and it is just super cute, guys. Look at the little button on it. It's kind of crinkled right here because it was shipped. Let's open it up. It does have the Velcro strap, so you can use that. You can make it extra secure with the button snap closure. But to be honest, guys, I don't really plan on keeping it closed all that much. Now, one of the things I really like about this is it has this closure in the back. Okay, it keeps your planner, oh my gosh, I keep saying planner. It keeps your caddy opened, like this handle. I can feel it in there, so it's kind of lumpy bumpy. It would keep your caddy not super flat closed. Like, I hope you can see it's like flapping all over the place. This little button secures that down a little bit more. It's not completely flush flat because of that handle. You can see it has a little bit of a bump out, but it would store pretty darn flat. So I'm thinking, for the most part, I'm gonna leave this on my desk, like against a wall. You can't see that, but off camera, it's, I don't know, like an inch away from the wall because of that little bump right there. And now I don't know how they would make this work, but I would have loved to see some sort of way to carry this easily with a handlebar like on the inside. so that I can leave it open and carry it around my house like a little, like a cleaning caddy type of plastic thing with a handle in the middle. I would have loved to see that on here. Otherwise, like super cute, not so much, like I love that they secured this, but then I also have this little flapper flapping and dangling. So when I set it down, sometimes it's gonna go under, sometimes it's gonna go over, and it sits pretty flush. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it does wobble a little bit, but that's just because, you know, it's not completely like rounded. It's also not really rigid. This siding is rigid a little bit, but it's still not like hard as a rock. It feels like it still has some like crinkleness to it. See, like crinkles. It's not supposed to be like a really firm, hard thing. I'm not entirely 100% sold on this, as you can tell. I'm going to be putting this to the test in this video, like filling it up with stuff, latching it closed, seeing if things spill out the sides here, because I feel like these are like the danger zones where things may try to slip out. So we're going to run all the tests, do all the things, stuff it full of all the things, and see where we are as far as stuffing it full of stuff. Now, I also want to stuff it full of, like, if I'm just hanging around the house, what things do I want to have with me so I can just kind of carry this all around the house? And in that case, like, I might be on the couch some, so I would mostly keep it flapped closed. So we're going to see how quick and easy it is to open and close it really fast. If I'm like, you know, playing around with it, not having it buttoned. Is it easy to flap up, weighing it down? Can I just keep flapping this open and closed really easily? I think so, but there's the two Velcro pieces on here, so I don't know if it's gonna like stick, and I'm gonna have to use both hands to open and close it once it's full. That's kind of the thing, practical use I'm thinking with this caddy. Are things gonna spill out the side if I load it down in a suitcase? And also, is it easy to open and close with one hand? As I'm like journaling and writing with one hand, can I open this with the other hand and get out a different whatever it is I need? So those are all the fun things we're gonna do with this puppy today. First things first, I'm gonna like look around, see what I think of everything. Like material wise, it feels like it'd be easy to wipe clean. It also is super cute with the aqua color on the inside. I would have loved to see more aqua on the outside. Personally, I feel like it's hidden if you keep it closed, and it does look very nice. It's just, you know, very neutral, very plain and professional looking on the outside. And you guys know I'm a rainbow girly, so I would love to see other color options of this. I do love the Peekaboo Aqua on the inside, but I would have loved to see more pops of color on the outside. And even this, like comparing this to the Charm, I have my folio here with the Charm on it. This is very muted down compared to the Charm color. I feel like this one's very pastel-y, and then this one's super bright. To be honest, this one probably is a lot closer, but still I would have loved to see it be a little bit brighter instead of the pastel color. So again, like there is rainbow on the outside, but it's super teeny tiny and very much not bright. So yeah, it's very neutral, very professional looking. I would think if you're a professional, taking this with you to work would not be an issue at all. Whereas I'm thinking, you know, I want it to be rainbow throw up. That might not be great in a professional setting. So handle's super cute. Little branding on the back, super cute. There is also a flap here, so if you do keep your caddy closed, you do have access to that back panel as well. Whereas I'm probably thinking I'm gonna just leave mine open for the most part and probably have it clipped to the back. So as far as like loose strands, I've got a loose strand here. I've got a loose strand here. That one came right off. Some of them are just gonna be like that, where you can just pull them off. Got a couple of loose strands here that I would be scared to pull. I would trim those ones off. That's all I see is those couple of strands. It's not everywhere. There's another one. Those need to be trimmed. So just keep that in mind. There's just one from stitching. I mean, the seams look good. It looks like it's well sewn. It just has a couple of places where they missed trimming. Otherwise, looks good. Like the materials are good. Everything's nice and secured. The stitching is great. A lot of times with certain products like this, like a stitched product, sometimes the stitching on the sides is wonky and janky, and this one looks like really well done, aside from the couple of strands. But like, I don't see any fraying edges. I don't see any issues. Like, they stitched really good around these areas that tend to dimple, around the curves. I mean, it looks really well put together. And there is the seam for the pieces of fabric, which is good. They hid the seam kind of under that button and in the back, so there's no like glaringly obvious issues with it, so that's good. Okay, let's go ahead and work on trying things out. So I've got some sticker sheets here. They fit right down the thing. I've got a tiny little sticker book that would also fit. There's 2 little flaps here, so I can stick some stickers in those easily enough. Okay, so I'll hold those because I may end up wanting to do more stickers. And then this is the little sticker kit. These are like A5 protective sleeves. Seems to fit. It's kind of a tight squeeze in there, but it would fit. Definitely would fit in the back, I would think. Yes, it does. Fits in the back. Okay, so that is good as far as that testing goes. Let's put the folio down here and we'll work on trying out some different size notebooks and things. So I did end up bringing up the little containers. I don't keep my pens in these. I keep them in pouches and things. So I do still have the containers, and this is a great reason why. So I'm thinking if I have some little notebooks like in one side, I may want pens in the other side, and this would be a great way to differentiate some pens. So I'm thinking some pins in the compartment, some pins around the edge in this compartment. So there's 2 different little sections of pins in one section, and then I would take one of these flappers off, and this is something I've seen other people mention. I've watched so many of these MAKSELIFE review crew videos. Some of these ladies are my planner besties, and we have a really good review crew group, so I love watching all the videos. I've tried to watch so many of them, but the thing I've seen people mention is this has nowhere to go because it's completely secure on one side. It's not coming off, and then the Velcro is only on one side. So when you un-Velcro it, you just kind of have to like flap it out of the way, which is fine. It's not blocking any pockets or anything if you flap it this way. It will block the pockets if you flap it the other way, but it's just all willy-nilly flapping in the wind. So I can see why people would say that would be kind of annoying. You do have to kind of push it out of the way. But for our purposes, we're going to push it out of the way, and then let's see. I've got a B6 planner. Oh man, it's going to fit just right. Look, you could still close it with the B6 planner in there. So take one flap off, you can still fit B6 planners in there. TN size I think are going to be a little too tall, but they'll definitely fit width-wise. So TN planner, if you're going to keep it open, it definitely fits. Here, I'm going to center this a little more so we're not sort of off screen. Definitely fits with some room at the top, so you wouldn't be able to close it with the TN, but it definitely fits. Also, the Moxie notebook fits beautifully in there. That notepad, this one is a little bit tall, but it still looks like it's gonna close fine with that one in there. Yeah, it'll still close just fine with that one. Okay, so both notepads fit nicely. I was thinking about this later. If you have 2 of these notepads, they're weird stacked together. Like, it would have been nice if they were a little bit more consistent on sizing. I know why, like some people are gonna like the list form, some people are gonna like the sketchy little pad, but they do not stack nicely together. That's my one gripe with those. All right, let's see about mini iPad. Will my mini iPad fit? It sticks out a little on the top. I mean, the Velcro would close, but the whole thing wouldn't close. Of course, I know it will stick this way. A lot of these are gonna stick that way, but I'm testing things out. Okay, we've got week size planners. It goes right to the top. It goes right to the top there. And so this thing kind of bows in the middle, like this section kind of bows up. So my planner was not sitting flat. I was making sure it wasn't that piece of fabric. Like, you see that? My planner is sitting crooked, which is kind of weird. It's kind of like a sideways wonky planner. So it fits, it will close with the week's size. What else do we have? A5 is gonna be too big because it's the same height as TN. Let's grab an A5 here. It will fit width-wise, but height-wise again, sticking out. Let's see, so it won't close with it this way, but I would totally do that. I would love having pins on this side, a stack of planners and iPads and books, notepads, all on this side. I could totally see myself doing something like this. I'm like, okay, my most used little books and things are over here. Even maybe the notepad that's the checklist. That's getting it a little bit full. It's getting tight now. But I could totally see something like that and carrying this around the house. But again, like there's no handlebar for me to carry it open. So I'd be lifting it up somehow. Thinking handlebar is great one-handed. This not so much great one-handed. Like it's gonna flap to the front. Where am I gonna carry it one-handed? So that's kind of unfortunate because I'm thinking I'll have a big giant flagship planner and a folio in one arm. I'll have this with the other arm. Cannot close it with the bigger thing sticking out. And of course, you know, it's supposed to be intended to be closed, but with the feature where this holds it open, it's kind of disappointing there's nowhere to grab it easily on the outside, because I'm going to use it like this. I'm going to want to use it like this and carry it around my house. So just keep that in mind. It's just, you know, you're going to have to grab it two-handed or like really firmly on the side. Grab it like that, maybe. I don't know. So I would do something like that. All these planners tend to fit in there nicely. Okay, so with that in mind, planners sitting on this side, we could stack some pens in this side. And I do not know which ones are my Moxie markers. So we're just gonna grab 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 actually. We want 9 because the Moxie gray is also included. So that would be like my 9 Moxie markers. Pretend they're the right colors because I don't want to have to dig through this for more. And then we could put the dot pins around it. Let's put dot ends up. Let's do it so they all look the same. This one I will have to dig through and find the rest, I think. They're in here somewhere. And I don't know that I had all 9 with me actually. We can use that one as one. I don't know where the rest of them went. There's 8, but it's not a Moxie marker. It's one of the Zig ones. So there's 8. Can I fit all 8 just around it, hoping to put more in there? Yes. Okay, so I still have room for a couple more I could stick in there. So maybe my favorite fountain pens or other options could also be in there. I'd need one more spot for all 9 of those, and then like maybe my 2 favorite fountain pens right there. So that would work really nicely with that compartment. And then I would put planners on this side, and then I also could put like washi in here. If I'm going around the house, I brought these 2 things. My little dongle thing for making videos, because my new laptop, I got this laptop when Stella was a baby. John surprised me with it. And I have to use the card reader for the camera because my computer only has USB-Cs now. So I would need my dongle, my chapstick. This is just an EOS. I love EOS. So I would need those 2 things with me. I'd probably stick them in the front little section. And then I could stick some washi tape in here. Let's see, how many washies can we stuff down comfortably? There's 2. It's kind of funky. There's 3. The top one's a little bit loosey-goosey, but you definitely stick some washies in there. I also could stick some clips on here. Also my little sticker tweezers. Stick that in there, and then some extra clips in case I need a few. And they also make it look cute because they're super cute. These are magnetic Oli clips. They're just cute colors and cute designs. So I could stick a few of those on the front. I've got 4, but I could just stick 2 on there. Maybe a ruler down the back. And then currently I am using this planner, journal, books. So these 3 would be easy options to stick in here. I'm trying to put that flap out of the way. Okay, so those would be nice, easy ones. And I still could probably squeeze another one in there, maybe my iPad or another little journal. I don't know what I'm using right now. Here, my content planner could go in there. So that would be some of my most used journals, all my highlighters, all my dot pens, a couple of fountain pens. Whatever big planner I'm using, I would have a pen or 2 clipped to it as well. If I'm in the folio, I could clip tons of pens in there as well. The tweezers are kind of hanging out, so maybe we would clip them more secure so they're not flapping out the front little section there. Got my most used little items for the house and a couple of washi tapes in here. I think that would be a cute way I would have this stored in my house. And just have it open, ready to work on lots of things. So that'd be a great option. let's go ahead and try to stack the planners the opposite way. It will not close how it is now, but if I were to just be using like weeks size planners and B6 and smaller, I could stick a few in there and, oops, there's a ruler. I take the ruler out for this. I could totally still close it, even with those dot pins. So it did reach the Velcro, but this strap did not reach because of these dot pins being in the front, I think, and possibly even this front planner blocking a little bit. So it didn't close quite all the way down. I think I could still button it. Yeah, I could still button it now if I reached a little bit, and then I could have it closed. And now my concern would be, are things gonna fly out of this? And that one already is like tending to stick out of that edge. So are things coming out? I mean, in a suitcase, on a plane, I probably wouldn't check this in a checked bag, but I could totally see, you know, markers potentially slipping out the edges of this. I'd have to make sure I stick it exactly. No, I don't know, because this one's right on the edge. If I feel that, it's right at the edge, whereas this side is sticking out a little bit, but I feel like it is a little bit crooked. So I would maybe try to line it up a little better. So everything's straight on. Yeah, but still, I would be concerned. If you have things loose, like right now, all my pins are pretty tight because I really filled it up. But if they were kind of loose, I could totally see some of these coming out because they're just kind of peeking out that edge. So maybe not put it in an actual checked suitcase. Maybe just a carry-on so you keep it upright. Definitely is not 100% leak-proof, 100% secure in there. Okay, so there's a situation where I would have it carrying it around the house. I definitely would have my iPad in there as well. I almost could close it with that in there. Not quite, but almost. So I would totally do a situation like that. Let's do pins real quick because I already have the pens already stacked in here. So like I'm thinking pens, stickers, because this is pretty wide for stickers. So where are my little sticker booklets? So here are my like mini stickers. Fit them in here. And since this is kind of full, this section's bowing out a little bit. I can put my little sticker books. I've got other stickers that were in my folio. These are like my most used stickers in this little stack. It just stays in a folio. So I still have room. I could stick quite a few more stickers in there. Like I've got 2 little sticker books. That's a pretty nice chunk of stickers. So that will work. And then let's put some more pens down this side. I am going to flip them all the same way because you're going to want to see the colors. Like practical use, you'll want to see the colors. So I feel like you could still, oh, there's some of my dot pens. There's one more. So that was what I was thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the equivalent of 9 Moxie markers, but one of them is actually a zig. So that fits really nicely in that little section. So with these ones, you're going to want to see the tops of them, but these would take the place of whatever pins you want to carry with you. I'm just seeing how many we can stuff it full of. Like if you're like me, you love pens, you're gonna have a lot of pens, and sometimes you want a lot of pens with you. So I feel like that's a pretty good amount of pens. It holds a lot of stickers. I still have room in the front for various little thingamabobs, and let's see about closing it. It looks like I can close it pretty easily there. So there you go, there's what it looks like all closed up. Those zig pins are taller, so this side definitely looks like it's reaching the max top surface there. There you go. That would be a great way to have tons of pens, tons of stickers, and all your little doodads there in the front. So definitely holds tons of pens. I don't even think we need to count because it's huge. It'll hold a ton. And that was even just 2 compartments where I could totally fill this middle compartment too if needed. Okay. Let's take all these pens out, and then we're going to just fold both of these flappers and stuff it full of books. So one thing I want to do, let's get a Moxie size journal. It's not made to put Moxie journals in that back flap. It's not going to fit in that back flap. You can see on the other side. nope, again, like this would have to be upright, which you could still reach the handle with something upright in this back thing, by the way. That's fine. It's just when you go to open it, it's gonna not lay entirely how it should. Okay, so I'm thinking laying them this way. I have seen Annie Plans put the rainbow notebooks in here, which was super cute with all the little rainbow notebooks. I'm gonna move this just because it's annoying sticking up like that. So notebooks fit great this way, no problem, which I could totally see doing this as well. And potentially clipping pens. They barely clip on that front though. I was gonna say clipping pens to this ridge fountain pen. It's tight for a clip, but it will clip. Okay, so there's like a normal size pen. You could clip normal size pens. Okay, do I have any other normal pens with me? I think I brought one in my folio. There's my other Moxie dot pen. I was using it in the folio. So I could clip some of my favorite little pen buddies. These are all fountain pens with the exception of this Sarasa. So any like normal size pen will clip to this front section, which is good. So you could clip pens to the front. Okay, so let's see how many notebooks we get in here reasonably. So that's just a Moxie notebook. Let's see, TNs would also fit. You can see that's a TN size. There's A5 and then TN in the front. Obviously B6, weeks, all those will fit too. The weeks kind of disappear. They're so short. And then B6 sticks up decently. And then also iPad mini fits really nicely. So cute. I love my little iPad mini. So that fits nicely. Okay, let's see how many Moxie notebooks will fit in here reasonably. I've got a big giant stack. All right, this is a spoiler alert clip. This is how I had the Caddy set up in the afternoon, like the end of this video. I had it set up. This is how it looks this morning, the next day. I lost a piece of footage, so I've got to film this little clip. But I changed just a couple of things. I switched out washi because I got some new washi from Coffee Monsters Co. and also from Hubbin and Chub Girl. So I switched those out and I also added my AirPods. So I ended up bringing these up, but in the whole mess and shuffle, I had lost them and then couldn't find them when I went to edit. And I was like, oh man, I totally forgot to put them in the actual video, but I always have these with me because I use them with my MacBook. They just stick down there nice and easy. I've got a cute little memo pad there. I've got the sticky notes in the back. Everything else is set up pretty much the same. So I lost this piece of footage where I was going to show you guys how many MAKSELIFE A5 notebooks fit in here. Now I've got to take all this stuff out and reshoot this part of the video. I ended up running out of footage on there. I ended up deleting a bunch of stuff, so now it's fine. But at the time, I thought it just cut me off at the last little second, but if it runs out of storage, the camera will stay on for quite a while. I was like, I missed like 5 minutes worth of me rambling on, and that was not fun. So I made sure I have plenty of space now. I've got like an hour of space. So I've got these flappers. We're going to stick in the MAKSELIFE A5 sizes. So these come in companion notebooks, daily intentions, a gratitude journal, a lot of these dot grid options available. So any like mini notebook you would need for things, these ones are great. I do like the covers of these, by the way. They're just nice and sturdy. So I did pick one. It's not even in here right now, but that bright pink one is my dance journal for this year. I really like these. So if you use companion notebooks, and there's also like a weekly overview. Did I bring the color blocking ones? Yeah, so there's a daily and a weekly overview. So if you need a daily page, this one's great. And these ones come in really pretty color blocking options. And then this one's a weekly spread. So I'm thinking I'm going to end up using this one at some point. It is undated, so I can start it whenever, but I thought, I don't know, this could be a workout journal, it could be a meal prep or meal planning journal, it could be a gratitude, it could be just a few lines a day. It could be a lot of different things in this one. So I'm definitely going to be using this weekly overview because it's nice to just have another weekly option. But as you can see, I have these front pockets stuffed full, but I can still squeeze in a lot of notebooks in here. So even with those front pockets full, and I always forget that snaps in the back. I can't really close this front thing because I have a clip on this side. It blocks this Velcro. But if I were to take that off, I can Velcro both of those, even though it sticks out a little bit because I have so many washi tapes. But that is a lot of MAKSELIFE notebooks. And now let's see if I can squeeze this last one in here. I can. So you want to count them with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know why you would need 10, but you can totally stuff 10 MAKSELIFE A5 notebooks in there. So it's just pretty much any little subject you could need. And some people would just typically plan in A5 size things. So you don't necessarily have to have the big flagship. You could totally use a companion notebook and then a weekly overview or a daily overview and stick with this size. Nice compact. I've been tending to go smaller and smaller with my planners over time, and I have like 1 or 2 7x9 options, and then the rest of my options are A5 and smaller pretty much. So I think I've got a B5, which is kind of comparable to a 7x9, but it doesn't have a spiral. So it's great. It stuffs full with so many little notebooks, and I'm very excited to come up with some sort of stack for 2025. And of course I'll change it up from time to time as well, but I just love the versatility of the smaller little notebooks. They're just like such nice digestible chunkies, and I just love them. So I will definitely be using some of those. Now I'm going to get this set back up how I had it. This pen does not like to clip to things, but I'm going to set it back up how I had it. The neighbor's bringing in a trash can, so you might hear some of that. I've got all my little clippy clips on here, and then I can stick my stuff back on the other side, and then we'll be back in business. I really like having this. I had it just sitting on the couch all afternoon after I filmed that video. There you go. Got my stuff all back in there, ready to go. Super cute. Just stuffing it full, camera turned off, so I don't know where it cut me off, but there's like a practical use for me carrying it around the house, and I could still close it, still be able to carry it. I wouldn't have to necessarily clip it closed the whole time. I can open it one-handed, no problem, with the weight of the things in here. That was one of my concerns. Like, I want to be able to close it quickly, carry it quickly, also open it quickly. So definitely something. No problem whatsoever. That was one of my concerns. Like, I'll be sitting on the couch. If I have the top flapping closed so that I can grab it, it might be annoying. I was thinking it might be annoying because I wouldn't be able to like open it. As long as you don't like press these down and secure the button, then I think it's really easy to like one-handed this. And even now, like doing that, it peels pretty quickly actually. Not too bad. And I even pressed that Velcro down. So I feel like in practical use of me sitting on the couch, doing some planner goodness, can I open it one-handed? Absolutely. So no big deal. It definitely has a little bit of weight because of these notebooks, but if you're filling it with pens and stuff, it'll have a tiny bit of weight too. So I think it would be not an issue at all. So I have this sitting out. I'm like going to move into my office clothes. It's strong enough. Like I can carry it like that. It's not going to flap open, but it's not so strong that I can't just open it one-handed. So practical use for me, I think it passes all of the tests. I really like it. I'm more sold on it now after playing around with it than I was originally, because I was thinking, this flap's going to be in my way, bothering me, but it opens really nicely, stays out of the way even when you're not clipping it down, and then carry it nice and easy. I don't know, I just thought it was going to be more finicky than that, and it's not. It like performs really nicely for my hypotheticals, so it passes all the tests for me, except like putting it in a suitcase. These kind of flare out a little bit, and that's straight out of the package, and I feel like over time it's going to get more loosey-goosey and loosen up a little bit more. So I think these will only continue to like get softer, and they're already kind of like, I don't know if you guys can see, like this whole thing goes straight, and then these both kind of start curving out because they don't have that structure built in like all of this does. This is going to be parallel, and then this part doesn't have that same structure. So I don't know, I might have liked to see the sides be a little bit sturdier than that, because over time it'll just bow out a little bit more. And I could tell just closing it, like both of those. I mean, I guess if you want it to be really closed, then that part sticks up. You guys can see the sticky uppiness of those as I pulled this really tight flat. So I'm not sold on this part of it, but in practical use, it holds up to all the tests that I put it through. You can hold quite a few of your little accessory mini notebooks. The Moxie notebooks fit great. And also all the other little accessory notebooks that I use. I use tons of little TRP planners in various sizes and configurations. So I feel like this will be a great way to hold all of them. So I'm thinking for my own personal use, I would probably keep one side with pens, which that's blocking the little Velcro bit. I'd probably keep one side with pens and then put like smaller accessory notebooks, maybe not A5s. If I were to fill this side with pens, I'd probably stick B size and down. So probably weeks size for me since I'm more of a weeks. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something as I did that. I'm sticking with weeks, TN, and A5 size little accessory journals for next year. Although B6 would fit really nicely on this side, but I just saw that the week size fit perfectly in this little middle section. So you could keep both of these flapped if you use week size mini notebooks and mini planners. So those are both secure. I don't know, I don't love this. They're kind of floppy and it's good. It'll be flexible, like how I had the pens filling up this section. It was flexible to bow out a little bit. But these guys fit really nicely in that compartment. So these are all week size, but they're not Hobonichis except that middle one. I'm thinking next year I'll have like a reading journal, a health wellness journal, a YouTube planner, maybe other social media or affiliate stuff. I would have a lot of these little teeny tiny week size notebooks and I could fill both sides with pens and things. That would be super cute. So that would still be a way where I could keep it closed. And if I put too many far out because this thing curves, it will interfere with the closing. But I feel like it still closes enough I could carry it around. So that's super cute. And I bought quite a few of these weeks size planners, even from Hobonichi. I got 3 from Hobonichi this year for 2025. So I would totally stick those in. Like this is a 2025, this is a 2025. I would totally do something like that. All my little companion tiny notebooks. I have other size things too, but I'm thinking if I stick with weeks for 2025, they would fit really nicely in this caddy. That's real cute. Close it up, carry it around the house. Yeah, I'm sold on that. So I really like my little secret discovery at the end that the week size fit perfectly in that little teeny tiny section. How cute. So I'm happy about that. One other thing I brought up here, I want to see. Any guesses for what is in this? It's just a little makeup bag, but it doesn't have makeup in it. So leave your guesses. What do you think this is? This would be another option I would potentially stick in here because it's something I have around the house with me sometimes. You ready? It's my Nintendo Switch. I got a cute little Nintendo. That could also fit in here. I'd probably put that near the back though because it sticks up a little bit further. Can I close it? It does not quite reach that Velcro very well. So it would be a hard thing to close. I could maybe lay it down. Not quite. It's still not quite fitting in there. I would totally carry it with me though. I could close it with that in there though. I'd have to play around with that a little bit more. Of course it will go flat like this. So if I want to do, let's say, okay, so these, I do want to flap them this way because the scratchy bit of the Velcro is on this side and I don't want it scratching up my planners and things. So I would fold them this way and block that scratchy bit, okay? So just keep that in mind. Let's say I want my reading journal, my dance journal in the back there, and then I could put my Nintendo Switch in there. How cute! I love my little Nintendo Switch. I play Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. I only play cozy games. I have Mario Kart in here too. I also have some amiibo cards I could totally stick in the front or down the back. That's for Animal Crossing. So that would be a super cute option as well. There you go. I'm going to stick those back in here. That's why I keep it in a little case. I keep it protected and I also keep my little amiibo cards together in there. So there's lots and lots of options. The one other thing I've seen people do is close up your caddy and then stick your washi ring on there, which I think this is cute. This washi ring is just such a great idea. And you can put other washies on there too. It doesn't just have to be the Moxie washi. So cute. Your little washi on the bag. You can carry it all. It's just super cute. So I really like it. I'm going to have fun playing around with it and setting it up. I am going to load it up right now to take down with me. And right now for 2024, my planners are all different sizes. So I am going to do the situation where I do have it opened and sitting out, and I'll just have to carry it from the bottom or carry it two-handed because those are the journals I need with me, like on the regular. Okay, buttoned that closed. Well, button that opened. Keep my pens that I want with me. Let's see, what notebooks and things do I want? I do want my Just Begin list with me. So let's do one side for pens, one side for notebooks and things. Right now I am using this. I want this one. I want my iPad. I want my to-do list, not necessarily this journal. This is more like a morning journal. I also want my stickers. I'll stick that in as well. And then I got to decide what pens I want. These will all be in my folio. I could also stick these stickers in my folio as well. Will they stick in a pocket? Oh, see, look at this. I could stick these guys in a pocket. That would work really nicely as well. I've got some washi tape here. These are just like cozy ones. I brought up a few that I have been using. They're like pumpkin spicy. Where's my other orange one? Okay, so here are like 4 that I have been using. Like more cozy, fallish vibes. So big ones, a couple of little ones in there. This one's also super cute. Let's see if I can stick it. Yeah, I think I could still use that one and get away with it. And then I want pens on this side, so let's see. I don't need all 8 of these with me, but I do want my normal, typical. I had the orange one out because it's fall time. I also like the light gray. And then the pink one that I had with me. I was switching this week to a different pink, which I had sitting somewhere. There's just stuff everywhere. So this one's not quite as tall. This is not a double-sided one. So let's put these guys back. I switched from the bright pink one to this single-sided one. And this one has the color on the bottom. We just do something like that. I also just want my like typical color. A couple of these guys in here. Where's my Moxie gray? This is physical environment, but I use it as like a light gray. I want my Moxie gray too. Where are you, Moxie gray? The colors I tend to stick with. And maybe an orange because it is fall time as well. There's my Moxie orange. Okay, I want that one. Ooh, what about a brown? I want to be pretty too. There's my Moxie gray. Okay, I want the Moxie gray in there with the lighter gray. That's the physical environment gray. Okay, all these guys, and then maybe a light pink because it goes with my pinks I'm going with right now. Got pinks, oranges, and browns in there. I still have room for other pens too. So if I have other pens I want to stick in that compartment, I can. And then also I have these cute little clips. I use these for like pen swatches, but they're super cute. I thought maybe I could clip one just to the outside to make it cute. So it's cute and functional. I like the clips here because they are also cute. Let's see what other colors I had in here. Pink, purple. I'm gonna go with this like pearly purple one instead of this green one. And I also like this yellow side on this one too. This one's pink on one side, yellow on the other. Clip the yellow one. We're just kind of making it cutesy. Okay, that clips those guys. And I think that's good. I still have lots of room for pens in here. I got my little dongle too. I might, ooh, I could stick it like that. Have my dongle within easy reach as well. I think that looks really good as far as what I need with me. It's pretty heavy with all that stuff, considering I have an entire bullet journal and an iPad mini and this big notebook. This is a chunky beast right here. So I would do like maybe my to-do list for the day so I can just see it on the front there, be able to refer to it really easily. It does not close like this because of those taller things. I could in the future pick smaller items because I think with the iPad I could probably get away with closing it almost all the way. Not with this clip in the front. I forgot I buttoned it. I was like trying to pull on this, like, why is this thing not closing for me? So that clip blocks this Velcro a little bit, but this one's securing. I think I could get away with trying to close it with just the iPad mini in there, but I won't. I will stick my TN back in there. But that's a really viable, realistic look at what I would stick in here. Stickers in the back. So that's how I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take this downstairs. I'm going to work on editing this video first thing after I finish here. So I think I'm going to just take it downstairs like this. I load up my folio again. I emptied it out. Those are my two little compartment buddies. After playing around with it, I'm definitely sold on it more than when I first saw it. I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this one. I feel like it holds a lot of stuff. I feel like it's portable. I like the handle. I would have loved to see some way to put a handle on it opened, or just offer something that is also open. I know people are going to want to load this down and carry it with them, but I just don't see that very practical for me. I would load this thing down and carry this one with me because I can throw it in my arms. It fits in my arms really nicely. I just do not imagine, I'll stick these right back, but I do not imagine a world where I'm walking around with this. I just don't imagine that. I don't imagine any universe where I'm carrying this around like a lunchbox. I just don't see that being realistic for me. Like at a dance competition, you're not going to see me out there like carrying this like a little lunch pail. I'm just not going to do it. I'll carry it around my house, yeah, sure, but I don't see that ever happening. So for me, it's more of an open functional use item. So if it had a handle this way, I would be all over that. So that would be the only critique I have for the futures, like an open-faced ones. And I've heard a lot of people say they're going to just set this on their desk. You know, it's just going to sit on their desk. So the handle on the inside, not super duper helpful. And I mean, the handle on the outside, which is now on the inside, how I folded it, that handle, not super duper helpful if it's just sitting on your desk open all the time. So that's my thought process and critique of it. I will still use it because it's just really nice to have everything nice and organized in there. And again, like, mostly use it open. I won't be traveling out and about with this. If I take this to a dance competition, it will be used in our hotel room. It won't be taken around, you know, backstage and all that stuff. I will totally load this one up and carry this one around with me in my arms because it's beautiful. It's professional. Even if it was bright colored, I would totally carry it around with me. I wish it was bright colored, but this one, totally more of that, like, carry it around, go out and about with this one. I would take this one to a coffee shop. You will never catch me. I will not be caught dead in a coffee shop with this Caddy. I just won't. It's just a little too much. But a folio, absolutely. Like, that seems something like my speed, where I would totally take this to a coffee shop and sit there and do my planning, writing out some stuff. This is strictly indoors only, like in my house or in the hotel room. I could carry this one around. So there you go. That's my whole thought process and experimentation with the accessory Caddy. Let me know how you intend to use this, and if it's something that you are interested in purchasing. Is it on your wish list? Did you purchase it? If you are seeing this after the launch goes live, I really like it. I think it has lots of possibilities, and I would love to see in the future a handle on the outside, or make something that's intended to sit on your desk open. So I don't know, I just don't love, like, I'm carrying this like, you know, like so around the house. I could do it one-handed. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna drop it one-handed. I have lots more good things to say about it than negative things to say, but also it's not like the top thing on my wish list. If I can only get one accessory from the launch, it would totally be this folio. This is one of my favorite products of any planner company ever. I love this thing. I want to see it in every color so I can purchase more of them. It's just so well done. It feels so high quality and beautiful. This is the accessory for me, guys. I just love this folio, and I will load it down and go to carpool later today. I already had some stuff left in it from taking it on carpool Friday, but this one is going to be a strictly sitting at home and practical use. You know, it's going to sit with me on the couch, and I'll be able to do my planner goodness on the couch, but it's not the main super excitement for me. Clearly, clearly you guys can tell I'm not super duper excited about this one like I was about the folio, where I'm just like giddy like a kid on Christmas. Ooh, here's another pen I would want to stick in there. My diamond. Let's see, can I stick it in? Yeah, I'll stick that one in too. So there you go. There is my full honest opinion of this. I would love to know if this is on your must-have list or is it just like a wish list, would be nice item. Let me know your thoughts on the Caddy. I'm going to go downstairs, work on editing this video and pop it up for you guys as soon as possible. I hope you guys enjoy the launch. If you're seeing this after launch, happy Moxie launch, and let me know what you picked up. I'm really excited to hear what you guys are purchasing from this launch. The interchangeable covers and the folio are just like game changer items for me. So I'm super stoked about this launch. It's one of my favorite launches of the year, not just of MAKSELIFE's launches. Hope you guys are well. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me along. I'll have lots more planner goodness coming up for you guys soon. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Alrighty, I ended the video a little bit too early because I forgot I had a few more things I wanted to test out in here and talk about. So I've got a few little accessories and notebooks and things. So this is how I have my Caddy. I'm going to try to put it back just like this. But for now, we're taking a few things out. We're going to load it up. One of the things I know Ting is going to ask me if it holds the B5. So this way, no way it's going to hold the B5. But this way, absolutely, you can stick the B5 in there. But will you be able to close it? Of course not. It's way tall. It's not going to close, but it will fit. So if you want it in the back, you totally could do that. I know people love these Post-it notes, and so do I. Little mini sticky notes, and these are one of my favorite accessories that MAKSELIFE offers. I have used a ton of these. I use these mostly in my content planner. I chop them down actually, but these are 1.5 inch width, so they fit perfectly in the MAKSELIFE 7x9 squares and the vertical. They're super cute. All the Moxie colors. You can get the lighter pastel version or the brighter, deeper version. They totally will fit in here, no problem. The little compartments. I've used these things a ton. You can see like some of the colors are used tons. And my little flappers don't stay flapped anymore. I could totally tie like a hair tie around them. This is a newer pack, and this is a pack I needed one more for Go Wild, so I bought 2 packs. You packed 9 goodie bags, so I needed one more so I could share some with everybody. So this is just an extra pack, but I love these. So if you get one other little accessory, this is a great option. They fit. What else do we have? The Moxie sticky notes would fit nicely in the middle section, or if you took the flappers off, they could fit in the other sections. That would fit nicely. What else do we have? I got a pack of pens. This is just a, like, you know, your typical plastic pack of pens with a little plastic thing. Totally could fit in there. Also, I've got some various little notepads. I've got these little cute Hub and Chup Girl ones. I would just slide them in the front pocket. I've got this cute little Coffee Monsters Co. one. Would it fit in a front pocket? It's a little bit tight. You could, but I'm afraid I would bend the pages, so I might stick it in the middle part or flap that flap off, stick it with other accessories in here. Also, I have these like bigger sticky note packs from Hubman and Chup Girl. Now these are super cute. They have various different themes of these. They're just shaped Post-its or sticky notes. I have to be careful not to knock some of them, but boom, super cute. Hopefully you can see that. Super cute with those sticking out. And then I have one of the giant Laurel Denise sticky note packs. Will it fit in here? You'd have to unflap the flappers and it would be a tight squeeze. So I would say no, not for the Laurel Denise sticky packs. They don't fit quite nicely in there. There you go. Those are my last few tests of sticking things in.